My name is Rachel. Today I'm going to be walking you through the Steinbrenner High School Home of the Warriors webpage for their school. I'll just go over a few things, their homepage, things of that sort, and actually I went to this high school, so I'm very familiar with it. Wonderful high school. I can only say good things about it. So that you can see obviously the Warriors. Their address is located over here. If you scroll down a little bit on their page, obviously they have different tabs that we'll get into a little bit later. They didn't used to have this when I was attending the school, but they put pictures now of the class and how positive the whole environment is, things of that sort. And then you can see over here they have news updates. So if you scroll over it, obviously it stops scrolling. And you can click on any one of these things. These are all located in the tabs also, but you can click on any one of these things and look more into it. So if you see something that interests you, obviously you can click on it and read a little bit more about it. They also have added a calendar here. So if you're not sure about things that are coming up, I guess they have a picture day coming up, and then every Monday they get released 1 hour early, so they remind students of that, which is totally awesome. They have some easy, up-to-date contact information for the principal. Obviously a fax and then a phone number and then their address again. And if you're not attending school that day or your parent needs to call in for you, they have an attendance number here also. And then if you click this more button, it'll give you more information about other ways you can contact the school. This is really neat too. This high school also has a Twitter. And I think it's awesome that they upload their tweets to here, and it just reminds students of things that are coming up and whatnot. Like this is the Echo, so that's like, I guess, the literary magazine for the school. So I guess they're saying they're selling copies, which is a great way to market that, obviously. And then like senior send-off, they're telling you about. I think this is an awesome web page, really up to date. Obviously, when you click this home button, it's going to bring you to the home page. Let me show you a little bit about the tabs. So here's some more school information. It gives you a little bit background about the school. Let's see if it loads. So it tells you what time school starts. There's no uniforms. It gives you a little bit more in-depth about the school if you're not already familiar with it. There's also a map over here that shows you exactly where it is, and if you actually want to see the map a little bit more in depth, you can click on here and it'll bring the map up larger and show you that. If you're looking for demographic information, it tells you how many students are there, all about the diversity, and then they have a school improvement plan that you can click on and look into more about that. And then this is just a little bit of the school history. It doesn't look like much. I guess they don't have much history. Well, it was fairly a new school when I went there, so they're probably trying to build up their history. Right here is a school tour. Let's see what comes up. So it's just a gallery of the different buildings and whatnot. I guess you can see there's a horse here. There's a vet program at this school that I was actually a part of, which is really awesome. They teach kids all about the animals, and it's honestly a great program. They have a greenhouse there too in their agriculture department. Obviously, this is just one of the greenhouses. They have multiple ones on campus, and it's just beautiful. The school is filled with so much pride, honestly. Here's a little bit more about the demographic information regarding the school. I guess it just brings you back to this page. And points of pride. Pride is so important to them. It gives you a little profile for the graduating class of 2015. Let's see what comes up. Yeah, so it just gives you a little bit more in depth about the school. Tells you about the advanced placement, what our test scores were, really easy way to find. This was actually the class I graduated in 2015, and that's how much we got in scholarships and our overall SAT and ACT scores. And these are all the statistics about our GPAs that we got when we graduated. I think it's really easy to find, in my opinion at least. I mean, school information if you want to know about what they got. There you go. Forms and documents, I guess, is about for the current students going there, like maybe if they want to know a little bit more about the handbook, if they want to look into their into their dress code policies. You can click in the student handbook and flip through the handbook online. I know that when you go into the school also, in your first day of school, when you're enrolled there, they physically give you a handbook also. And then the bell schedules. Oh, here's the dress code and the tardy policy, which I guess they're two main problems they have right now. Let's see, policies and procedures. Yep, so Mark Watson is the assistant principal. These are just like frequently asked questions that I guess freshmen would have because they're coming in from middle school. They don't know anything about high school. So I feel like this is really helpful for parents who are trying to learn a little bit more about the school or if their child's already admitted. And this is really neat. This shows you about, well, I'm not really going to go into this, but this is something where you can go and look at the bus routes that their buses go on. Another tab is the calendar tab. This tab just tells you what's going on. I know there was the little calendar application on the home page. This is just the calendar in actual calendar format, so that's pretty neat too. I know our Canvas has that too, and I love that. I love that Canvas has a calendar because I use it all the time. If you're looking to contact a principal or an assistant principal, you can go to the Faculty and Staff tab, click on to Administration Staff. It actually gives you pictures too. There's Miss King, and a little bit more about the assistant principals. And then super easy to contact them if you want to email them or whatnot. The best way is to get in contact with them is to email them. So you could just copy their email right from here, paste it into a document. Oh, what'd I do? And email them directly. So I feel like that's incredibly easy to do also. Guidance, I always talk to my guidance counselor when I was there. It looks like they have pretty much the same guidance counselor since I was there also. But I used to go in and talk to my guidance counselor every week just to make sure I was on track and whatnot and getting caught up. So I know parents would probably be involved with the guidance counselors too, and their emails are also listed here. And then here's some teachers and staff. If you know, the parent knows that their kid, my little Johnny's having a problem with, Mr. Anthonor. I know his email. I can email him directly if you want more information about him. There he is. And it's also helpful that they're alphabetized. And I guess this is just a few because I know they don't have, there's 18 pages of teachers. They have a lot of teachers there. Mostly because they have a lot of programs, which is the next tab. So clubs and activities. They have a club day. I think it's every other Wednesday, or maybe it's every Wednesday. Who knows? They probably changed it by now. But you can look at the club day schedule. They have a club fair where you go to actually sign up for the clubs and be a part of them. Senior news is a really, really helpful tab. Right now, they're just talking about class ranked announcements, but I'm sure by the end of the year, when the seniors are getting ready to go off and graduate, they'll have a lot more on this page. These are some of the programs they have: chorus, orchestra, yearbook, marching, warrior brigade, which is the band, and then drama. I'm not going to go into those because it's just their specific program classes, but those are their biggest programs right now. Athletics, if you're looking for some of the sports they play on campus. Here's the athletics tab. Let's see what happens when I click on that. Yep, so if you're looking for a coach, if you want to contact a coach, super easy. You just click right on their email, it'll bring you. If you're looking for fall sports news, here it is. Click right there. And then some resources. This is super helpful because usually when I would come to this page, I would look for a bell schedule and be like, well, when do I get out of class? And I would just be able to pull up the bell schedule and know. Guidance, we already went through. Media Center, they have a great library. It's huge. It's on the second story of one of the buildings. And the librarian is so helpful there also. And these are all the applications they use in the library too. You can get them right on your computer. They give you that access. The handbook also is right there online again. The bell schedules we went over. Education links. And a little bit more about the community. So their athletic boosters and whatnot. So overall, I think it was a really, really successful website. And I hope you enjoyed my tutorial.